Hey guys, Dr. Clint Steele here with Leading Edge Chiropractic. I just want to share with you real quick. Thursday is kind of my day to wrap up the week and talk a little bit more in detail about what we talked about on the Facebook Live video this week. And this week we're continuing our series on chiropractic myths. And the latest myth that we're talking about, and we talked about on Facebook Live, for those of you that didn't catch us or want to catch us, every Tuesday at noon Eastern Time, we're on Facebook Live. You can either catch us live, ask questions, or you can watch it later if you can't tune in at noon. But we're talking about pain and the fact that so many people think, well, I have no pain, so I don't need to see a chiropractor. Oftentimes I go to a social gathering, and people say, "What do you do?" Well, what do you do? And I say I'm a chiropractor, and the response is one of three things usually. It's either, "Oh, I'm glad I don't have any neck or back pain. I don't need to see you. It's great," or they'll say something like, "Get away from me! I don't want you to snap my neck or pop my neck." Or they'll say, "Oh, I love chiropractors. I love my chiropractor. I see him whenever I'm in pain." And guys, I need you to understand that pain is just a way of your body showing you that something's wrong. It's usually the last thing to show up. So the way I explain this to people is that it's similar to um, cancer cells. We all have cancer cells in our body, but yet we don't have the symptoms of cancer until it's almost too late. And pain is the same way. Uh, what's going on in your body can take years and years to develop until you get to the point where you have pain. And so in the reverse of that is that pain is usually the first thing to go away. So when you're coming in, we see you 3 or 4 or 5 times, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and suddenly your pain's gone, and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh, I'm good. I don't need to come back anymore because my pain's gone." And that's not the case. What we're doing is there's a picture out there that I don't know if we've ever posted before, but it's a picture of an iceberg, and you can see on the top of the water is some of the iceberg you can see up here, but down here underneath the ice, underneath the water, you see like this big, huge piece of the iceberg. And so the top of this is just kind of like the tip of the iceberg. You've heard that, the tip of the iceberg. That's what that's all about. Similar to pain. Pain is usually just the tip of the iceberg, guys. Once we get rid of the pain, there's still a bunch of stuff that we need to correct. Otherwise, what's going to happen is that pain is usually going to come right back. Sometimes, within a couple weeks, sometimes within a few months. So you just understand that, just because you don't have pain doesn't mean you don't need to see a chiropractor. Just because your family members don't have pain doesn't mean they don't need to come in. As most of what we focus on is the nervous system. So we can bring you in. We do a nerve scan to find out what your nervous system looks like. We'll do a postural evaluation to see what your posture looks like, because those are the beginnings. We can tell long before you have any symptoms whether or not you're going to have symptoms based on those two things. And so that's why we do it. And so we have a lot of people that come in, the parents bring their kids in, even though they're symptom free, they have no symptoms, they bring them in. We find all kinds of nerve interference. We kind of find all kinds of postural distortions that need to be corrected. And so they're smart enough to understand that, hey, this isn't just about symptoms. Health isn't just about feeling good. Health isn't just about having no symptoms. Health is about allowing your body to function at its optimal level. And most importantly, your nervous system functioning at its optimal level. So that's what we need to check out on a regular basis. Check out your posture, make sure that looks good. And if it doesn't, then we need to correct it. And bottom line is that that's what this is about. So just because you don't have pain, just because your pain goes away, just because your family members don't have pain, doesn't mean they don't need to see a chiropractor, especially what we do here at Leading Edge, which is focus on the nervous system. Just think about that today. Hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. This is Dr. Clint Steele.